The South African Off-Road Championship is proudly brought to you by ABSA. Speak to ABSA first for fast, flexible vehicle finance. We can also structure an asset finance solution to suit your business needs. It's really never been easier.
The high attrition rate on the recent Lesotho Sun 400, round 5 of the ABSA Off-Road Championship, has resulted in a major points reshuffle in the production and special vehicle categories. Only 7 production vehicles out of 29 starters and 8 special vehicles out of 28 starters made it to the finish of what was regarded by many to be the toughest race of the season. With 3 races to go, the question uppermost in anyone's mind who follows the ABSA Off-Road Championship must be whether or not Ford can end Nissan's winning streak and whether or not Special Vehicle Championship leader Atang Makgegenene can be beaten on the Mafikeng 500, which takes place in the Northwest Province on September 24 and 25. Production Vehicle Championship leaders Hannes Grobler and Richard Leek blotted their copybook when they failed to finish the Lesotho Sun 400 after metal braiding on a high-pressure power steering pipe separated from a union, and they were forced to retire the proudly South African Nissan hardbody before the end of the first 170-kilometer long loop. They lead the championship by 1 point from teammates and Sun City 400 winners Genil de Villiers and Francois Jordan, whose second place finish in Lesotho earned them 35 points and moved them into second position. Alfie Cox and Ralph Pitchford made the biggest gain after scoring their 4th successive Class D win in the Arnold Chatz Cars Nissan hardbody. They have moved from 5th to 3rd and are only 17 points behind the leaders, while in Class D they have a 31-point lead over arch rivals Mark Grenier and Chris Birkin in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. The Toyota pair remain in 7th place in the overall championship and will have to pull out all the stops if they hope to add the Class D title to their 2003 Class E championship win. Team Ford Racing's Neil Woolridge and Ken Schultheimer failed to start the main event after Schultheimer was rushed to hospital in Bloemfontein in the early hours of Saturday morning with a suspected stroke. Further medical tests revealed that he had had a severe reaction to medication and was ordered to rest. The pair had occupied 2nd place all season, but now find themselves in 4th position, 1 point behind Cox and Pitchford and 18 points behind Grobler and Leek. Class E championship leaders Hugo and Jaap de Bruin from Vryburg have dropped from 4th to 5th in the overall standings after failing to finish the Lesotho Sun 400 in their Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. There were no Class E finishers on the Lesotho Sun 400, so they retained their 39-point lead over the ever-consistent husband and wife pair, Niels and Zelda van der Walt, in the Nissan hardbody. The De Bruin son and father duo has a 56-point lead over Team 4 development crew and off-road rookies Bapumze Rabaluza and Kulele Fagaliza. The Lesotho Sun 400 winners Duncan Vos and Henny ter Steege gained 3 places and are now 6th in the overall championship, 41 points behind teammates Grobler and Leek, and 4th in Class T. Based on current form, the pair pose a real threat to the rest of the Class T contenders. Reigning Class E champions Mark Grenier and Chris Birkin have yet to pick up a Class D win in their Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i, but are handily placed in 7th position, but under threat from Henry Zermatten and Bodo Schwegler, who are only 2 points behind in the Mastercraft PlayStation Pajero. Zermatten and Schwegler have been models of consistency and are the only crew to have finished all 5 events run so far. Husband and wife Niels and Zelda van der Walt are 9th, but only have a 1-point cushion over Class D contenders Paulo Piazzamusso and Rod Herring in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i, who have moved back up into the top 10. There have been some spectacular gains in the special vehicle category after a particularly tough Lesotho Sun 400. Special vehicle winners John Weir-Smith and Jeff Minnitt have rocketed 13 places up the championship log. Brothers Rudy and Pierre van Graan recorded their first national championship finish to gain 8 places, and former professional cricketer Terence Marsh and Mike Whitehouse and veteran Nardus Alberts and Colin Hunter each moved up 7 places. However, championship leaders Atang Makgegenene and Bux Carolyn, who finished second in the total Jimco, have a comfortable 70-point lead in the overall and Class A Drivers' Championships over Mark Corbett in the Century Property Development's bat. Nissan Sugarbelt 400 winner Corbett and Juan Moore won the 2000 Roof of Africa and led for most of the way on the Lesotho Sun 400, only to be sidelined 6 kilometers from the finish with fuel pump problems. The fuel pumps eventually cooled down and they crossed the line in 7th place to keep their championship hopes alive. Clint Gibson and Mike Brown are 3rd and 2nd in the overall Drivers and Co-Drivers Championship respectively after consistent performances in the Presidium Financial Services bat, with Gibson only 6 points behind Corbett in the title chase. Nick Harper and Andrew Chalupsky didn't finish the Lesotho Sun 400 in their bat and have dropped from 2nd to 4th in the Drivers' Championship and 2nd to 3rd in the Co-Drivers Championship respectively. Class B winners in Lesotho, Marcus Taylor and Mark de Chilane, have gained 4 places to move to 5th in the overall championship and have taken over the Class B lead from Adri Roots and Dion de Kock in the global DAD WPP, who were time barred. Lesotho Sun 400 winners John Weir-Smith and Jeff Minnitt may have gained 13 places, but have a huge task ahead of them if they hope to challenge for the championship title. Nothing short of 3 overall wins in the Kopanong Hotel Super Team Jimco and the retirement of the top contenders in the remaining 3 events in the ABSA Off-Road Championship will suffice if they are to achieve an almost impossible objective. Class B leaders up until the Lesotho Sun 400, Adri Roots and Dion de Kock in the global DAD WPP, have slipped 2 positions down the log and are joint 7th with brothers Hamish and Alistair Stubbs in the Fence Erect Viper, who are also contenders for the Class B title. Shamir Variawa and Nadeem Dudia have dropped from 6th to 9th after not entering the Lesotho Sun 400. They are only 2 points ahead of Terence Marsh and Mike Whitehouse in the Nashua Mobar Jimco, who gained 7 positions after finishing 3rd overall in Lesotho. The Class S battle is now effectively a 2-horse affair after Nardus Alberts and Colin Hunter in the Rapsa Raceco won the class in Lesotho. Muhammad Noble and Richard Hope in the AB's Furniture Raceco lead with 31 points, with Alberts and Hope joint 2nd with Nick Gosler and Warren Bowie in the Kopanong Hotel Super Team Raceco. Goslar will be out of action for the rest of the season after sustaining spinal injuries when he collided with a hidden rock at high speed during the Sun City 400. The next round of the ABSA Off-Road Championship is the Mafikeng 500.